Hello and welcome to the Hiker James Geocaching Talk Show.
Hey everybody, this is Hiker James with Hiker James Geocaching Talk Show. Live right now from 3 to 3:45 from Piqua, Ohio. A couple of things I need to go over, and that is I want to talk a little bit about the obeep.com, which is a family-based radio over in the United Kingdom, and they've been faithfully doing their shows every week. I think they come out sometime on Sunday, and they're the two children and the father, and you could listen to them and see what the kids are up to, what they are saying about the geocaching there. And that would be obeep.com, OHBEEP.com. And I'm trying to get onto my news, and I have it right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is just kind of throw things around today. We've got our time down to 45 minutes now instead of an hour, since I'm hosting the show on my own. That extra 15 minutes of talking is just, sometimes I start repeating myself. Who knows? I might start repeating myself in 45 minutes also. Well, let's see. Let's go here and see what's going on. Okay, I was looking at blog.geocaching.com. Oh, I forgot to tell you before we go into this. This has got to be the coolest day of our summer. It was really awesome. I got up this morning, it was 52 degrees outside. And I thought that was really something, because it's not like that around here. And it would have been a nice day to go out after it warmed up a little bit. K and B, I know you're going to listen to this before the week's up. I'm just going to hit you with it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit you with it. Today, it's going to hit almost 80. Same with tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, 52 degrees this morning when I got up. And it's usually now, the last couple of weeks, it's been hitting 70, 72 in the mornings like that. And so it dropped 20 degrees this morning on us. But I got my long sleeve shirt on, K&B. All right. Now let's get back to where we was at the geocaching. Let's see, blog.geocaching.com. And they have a picture of this guy. I don't know. I have never wanted to try this. But it's a geocache, the most dangerous geocache in the world. And I think you pronounce it Huashan, Huashan. Anyway, the GC code is GC1XAM3. And that's the geocache of the week. And it looks like it's over in... it's over there. Somebody might know how to pronounce all them words, but I can't do it. So it's over there. That's all I can say. And it tells why this is the geocache of the week, what geocachers are saying, and they've got some photos that scares me just looking at the photos. Wow, that is awesome. I like the photos, but I don't like the idea of having to be there. And it's just, all I can say is wow. Check it out. That's blog.geocaching.com. Boy, I just scrolling down through them pictures, and it gives me the hair standing up on the back of my neck. That's what they used to say. So, anyway, that's that. Okay, we're going to go to a little quick one here and give us a little bit of time, and we will do what we can.
We'll be back after this commercial.
Geocachers, check it out. FTF Geocacher Magazine, the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios, and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Check it out at www.ftfgeocacher.com.
All right, that FTF magazine that you can order that in the States or over in it's international, and I don't know exactly where the international ordering is from, but it's both places, and you can look that up and find out wherever you are and how you can order it from there. I was going to get me a subscription to that, and I just haven't got around to it yet. But and we're moving on along here to blog.opencaching.us. Now, I know they have just released a new website, which you can still get it by going to blog.opencaching.us. But they've made some major changes in it. And he's trying to catch up with where he's left off from the other page. And he has thrown a couple of things on here. Of course, the Hiker James Geocaching Talk Show has been hitting up there every week. And the Hiker James launches a new show called After Cache. And I don't know how many of you out there listening have heard of that. And for that, we are doing a Sunday show, and we're trying to get it all put together for children also. It's a family-friendly show. There's no live callers. And what we do is we take in emails and voice messages. And if you go and listen to it today, you can listen to episode 1 and episode 2. You can listen to episode 1, and it will explain to you how to get information to me to put on the show. And it's fairly easy. We try to have that out by noon on Sunday, Eastern New York time. So be checking out that and let us know. Listen, now we've got our call-in number here, and the reason why I'm trying to get away from, I can't do call-ins on After Cache anyway, but I haven't been getting as many phone calls as what I've been paying for the phone service, and we need some phone calls to keep this show going, or else we're just going to shut down the phones and go pre-recorded. I know a lot of people out there would like to call in, and we've had a lot of fun talking to different people out there, and we've had probably close to 24 live callers on our show since we started, and we've been going now for over a year. This is episode 67, so 52 is a year. So 10 weeks past the year and 2 months, 2.5 months, something like that. So yeah, we've been doing pretty good and running every week on Saturday from 3 to now is 3:45 because I'm trying to shorten back the time on doing it by myself. All right. He also on blog.opencaching.us, he's telling a blog about the Treasure, the film. Y'all remember that? It's a feature-length micro-budget film that's being made they've had a little setback on the show, and as far as getting everything going right, but they've got everything under control now, and they're starting to produce a show now. It's a show with based around geocaching, and it's really interesting. If you go look up Treasure the film, I'm sure you'll find out what it's about. Check it out. All right, let's get back to where we were here. That took care of this one. The next thing I have on the agenda is, has anyone out there heard of Geocaching Podcast? Okay, I'll tell you what. You can find them on Wednesday nights. We meet at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays at www.geocachingpodcast.com/live for the live recording of the show, and for you to see, they can see it on YouTube after it's been uploaded onto YouTube, and it's ran by Andy Hardhat Smith and his wife. They call her Hard Hat Mistress. Call me Andy if I got it wrong. So check that out. So hey, we got a caller on the line, so we're gonna stop for a second here and see who that is. Hello, you're on the air.
Hiker James, how you doing today?
Oh, what are you doing there, James? Hey, who called me Jimmy today? Who called me Jimmy today?
I don't know who called you Jimmy.
Last night, somebody said you was tired. Yeah.
Oh, that was my wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, we're going to discuss that later.
We're out here.
All right, where you at?
On an island between two waters, going after, what's the name of it?
Big Texan? Or Texas size?
Los Bonitos Island.
Oh, never heard of that one. What state you in?
We're right here in Troy.
Oh, okay. Listeners didn't know that, so you know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you're in trying to go across the river, or is it a river or a creek or what?
We went across the river. Well, we accessed it from Duke Park in Troy. Okay.
Yeah, I've been to Duke's Park.
But
wow.
We are headed, if and when we find this one, we are going to head over to Texas Size. It has been re-enabled.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I'll be careful going out there, because I went out to that one when the water was down as low as I've seen it, and they said that it would be ankle deep. I had boots on up almost to my knees, and I got my belt wet before I started climbing back up out of the water. So, yeah, be careful out there. That current is strong when it gets about waist deep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Take your rope, take you an anchor, I don't know, do like he did when he put it out there, put his kayak in the water and go across it.
Yeah, that's it.
I got to get me one of them. You going to get one?
Not yet.
Well, we all buy a kayak and go floating down the river. Geocaching down the river. I'm not going to sing second verse. Oh, this is Jeep and James I'm talking to today, and he's from the same hometown as I am, and he's been out geocaching so much lately I can't even get a hold of him anymore unless I send a message to his GPS.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Did you hear about that new GPS they come out with that is supposed to, if you get a phone call or a text on your phone, it shows you on your GPS that who's calling or who's texting you?
How's that work, Bluetooth?
Yeah, well, it just sends a message to the phone or to the GPS just like it would to your phone, and you can leave your phone in the car. Yeah, I'll bet that's a couple $.
Yeah.
So how close are you to the cache now?
How close are we according to you? We're within 10, 15 feet.
Oh, wow. Yep. Well, you know, like I say, when you get within 10, 15 feet from a cache, put your GPS up and start looking.
Yep.
Yeah, that to me, you know, it didn't make sense because I'd be looking at my GPS all the way up until I found that thing. And if somebody was with me, especially Crazy Critters, you know, she goes with me now, and while I'm watching the numbers on my GPS, she's looking for the cache, and she finds it before I do. So it's kind of, you know, yeah, don't look at your GPS. Put it up. Look for it. Stop and think, where would I put it if it was mine? Oh yeah, it's been pretty nice out, you know, this last week, and I don't know how's the terrain and stuff out there as far as the mud and stuff like that. Is it pretty well solid now? Or?
A little bit muddy. Out here on the island, we're on pretty solid, dried up, good.
Okay. Well, that's nice to hear because I hate going out there when you leave squishy marks in the grass, you know.
Yeah.
And I hear that you had actually found the I don't know if you remember the numbers on it or not, but through the wormhole.
Yes.
I didn't want to say
completed.
Yeah, I didn't want to just up and say that I found it also, but you know, I wanted to give you the first chance to say, "Yep, it was found."
Yep.
There was a bunch of us out there that day, wasn't there?
Yep, there was a bunch of us out there that day. We got it off of the list now.
Yeah, bucket list.
Yep.
Hey, you're not in any hurry to hang up on me, are you? I was going to go and play Lookout Lisa and see what she has to say this week.
You can play Lookout Lisa. I'll listen and hang out for a few minutes.
All right. So, we're going to go to Lookout. I know I've got that on here. There it is. Lookout Lisa. What's up?
We recently asked, what is your main or go-to GPS unit to use for caching? Well, after tallying all the answers, we found the top 5 GPS units are, in third place is the DeLorme PN60. Coincidentally, this is also my go-to unit. I have it paired to a Spot satellite messenger for when I'm really off the grid and need to communicate back to civilization. Second place is a tie, and that's between the Garmin Montana 650 and the Garmin 62S and 62ST. We combine those two together into one category. And so tied for first place is Android and iPhone. More and more cachers have never even owned a standalone GPS unit and are happy with just their smartphones. Like Mark on Facebook, who says, I've never owned a single-purpose GPS receiver. So we also found that market share for GPS manufacturers or operating systems breaks out to be GeoMate Junior 1%, Magellan at 8%, iPhone 11%, Android 11%, DeLorme is also at 11%, and Garmin has a whopping 58% of the market share of all GPS units that geocachers use. Wow. Well, we really enjoyed hearing about GPS units, and you can too if you follow us, Cache Advance, on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+ for the geocaching question of the day. Thanks and happy caching.
Okay, we back, and what do you have? I've got the Magellan, and I've got the Android. I know you're using an Android, and what is yours, a Garmin?
Magellan,
yeah.
Yeah, I got the GCX Forest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got the 500. I don't remember what the first name of it is, but what was it? A week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, me and you and Jeeping Man went out to look for a couple that was missing that you couldn't find, and I said, "Oh, they're there," and we went out there, and sure enough, they weren't. But what we was using two different GPSs and a phone, or was it one GPS and two phones? I can't.
There's 2 different GPSs and a couple of Androids. Okay. And they was right on with the
well, Androids and versus the GPSs, they was right on the money. They bounced a little bit, but we was in the forest, and I've found quite a few caches with just my phone, and be out of town, and just say, well, I'm going to stop and see if I can find this one, and it would take me within a couple feet of it, 3 feet, Some of them, but some of
I've been impressed with the Android.
Yeah, some of them it would take you 20 feet, 25 feet from it, but your GPS will do the same thing.
Yep.
If you run them side by side, it'll do the same thing. The thing I like about the Android is if my battery starts going low, I can charge it up between caches while I'm going from one cache to another. Right. The GPS, I have to keep buying batteries for it, but. Yeah, I mean, then when you take your batteries out, change them, then you have to recalibrate it. So it's just kind of taking your time there. I can calibrate it as well as I can charge my phone, so why even bother with it? So I take it for a backup. That's what I take my GPS for now. So you got that cache yet? I'm waiting for you to say, hey, I got it.
Nope, I haven't got it. I'm talking to you and not using my Android. I'm just browsing like the rest of us out here.
Who you got with you? Jeep and Man?
Yep, and Open Eyes 822.
Okay. Yeah. So while you're talking, So while you're talking to me on the phone, they're finding the cache. Is it a new one or been there?
This has been here for a while.
Okay. Well, I know you'll find it because that's what we do best.
That's right. I'm going to jump over here so I can use my phone and see if I can help them find it.
All right. Well, jump off of there.
If I get a find it, I'll call you back and say, hey, we found it.
And if you don't get a find, I ain't going to hear from you today?
No, I'll call you.
Okay. Well, we got 16 minutes left. So, yeah, let us know. So, all right. Thanks for calling.
Talk to you in a bit. Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay, that was Jeepin' James. And he spells his last name same way I do on my Hiker James. It's Jamz. It's pronounced Hiker Jams. But don't tell nobody. I like to hear other people call me Hiker Jams. Yeah, Hiker Jams. Well, okay, that sounds cool. Now, where was we? All right, we got through to Andy Head Hard Hat Smith. So you can find him at the. He also has the RSS feed, but you can find him at geocachingpodcast.com, and also you can find him on techpodcast.com, and just search for Geocaching Podcast in the little search block up there, and then it'll take you to it too. Also sounds better. The latest on there is episode 358, July Cacher Coffee. And, this one's only 39 and a half minutes long. So, yeah, I feel sorry for people that have to do a show by themselves for an hour. But him and his wife usually does that one. And one of them. And it's you sit there and talk to somebody. This is like Jeep and James there. You know, I could go for an hour just talking to him about where we're at, what we're doing, and things like that. But when you have to talk to yourself for an hour, just doesn't make any sense. Okay. Now, has anybody watched any videos from Kenny's art? Well, he's got some real fancy, fine videos out there. You can find him on YouTube. Just go search for Kenny's Art, KENNYSART, and you'll find that one as well. I really enjoy watching his videos, and he has a lot of them out there, and they're interesting where he goes. And he's from Oregon. Yeah, up around Oregon, in Oregon. Oh, hey, I got my ultraviolet pen and flashlight today. Woohoo! Now, I'm going to do some sneaky caching now. I figure, why not? You take your ultraviolet pen and you write the coordinates. They're going to have you a multi-cache. You get the coordinates to the first one, okay? And at the first coordinates, first GZ, it's going to have in there the coordinates to the second geocache. Now, if you write that on an ultraviolet pen, there's nobody going to see it unless they have an ultraviolet flashlight. So I'm sure, I'm going to mark it on there, UV required or something like that. But this would keep the muggles from finding the second one, third one. If they do happen to find the first one, that's all they're going to find, because it's going to have a blank piece of paper in it. So it's going to be cool. And also, you can write your name on the back or the inside of your GPS or your phone or anything else, and if anything happens to it and has to be recovered by the local authorities or anything, all you have to do to prove it is yours is just sign that little ultraviolet flashlight on it, and there's your name, phone number, address, whatever you write on it with that pen. I think it's going to be cool, because I just do. So, all right. Okay, slow that down a little bit. I didn't understand what you were saying. Oh, okay. Wasn't nothing important. We didn't lose anything there. All right. We're going to do one more quick ad here because of our time left. See, that's what happens when you get down to 45 minutes instead of an hour. You're 15 minutes squished together a little bit tighter. So, okay, we're going to try to sort through all this by next week, and hopefully we'll have it running a little bit better.
This part of Geocaching Talk Show is sponsored by Cache Advance. For a full line of geocaching needs, visit their website today. They are an official Groundspeak distributor, and they have everything you need for geocaching supplies. That's www.cache-advance.com.
And there you go. That was the same as Lookout Lisa that we just played a while ago about the GPSs. And check it out, everything you need for geocaching supplies. And she is up in Washington. Real nice lady, and attends a lot of events and things, around the country also. So, okay, well, let's go on here. Has anybody heard of Podcaster Geocaching Goodness? It is an amazing radio, geocaching radio. And they're out in California. And it is ran by Sonny and Sandy from sunny San Diego, California. Now, how cool is that? Yeah, and they are awesome. And they also have a son that Sean, and I know he's not very old, but they are using him as some of their little commercials, like I am using my granddaughter and grandson on here. And anyway, they go to their website. That's www.podcasher.com. It's just an awesome website. They have all their shows listed on here. And they're right now, let's see, I don't see no date on it, but the last one that they show doing is show number 474.3, Gear Report. All right, and so I listen to them while I'm at work because I'm a tow motor driver, or a forklift driver, or whatever you want to, one of the idiot drivers they call them, and I can just slip my phone in my pocket and put my one earbud in. That's all we're allowed to have when on the floor. But I can listen to them. They run for about an hour, and sometimes they have some little shorter shows on. But wow, and the way they have everything set up, they also have it's not a what is it? It's an app. Go up there and check it out. They've got their own app now, and you can get the app for free, and just download that on your phone, and you won't have to search for them from that point on. Just click on the app, and there's their show. Yeah, it's really interesting the way they handle their radio show. Wished I had the equipment to do mine like that, but I mean, I'm sure that everybody has their own way, and if everybody was the same, you wouldn't know who to listen to. So everybody's got their different ways of broadcasting, and this is mine. Let's get back with this looks like Jeep and James here. Hello, what's up?
That is a DNF. Last actual find was in 2012.
Is that right?
So we're going to get in the Jeep and we're going to head over to Texas Size. But I want to let you know that we're probably going to mark that for archive. Okay.
Well, you go ahead, do that. Let me know later on how it goes, and leave me a little message there. I can play it on the show tomorrow.
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to wrap things up here, so I got. Thanks for getting back with us, Jim.
You're welcome.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. All right, the DNF. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Hey, we're out of time. Okay, so talk to you later. Listen to my show tomorrow. So we out of here. Have a good week and be safe.